Welcome back to the GSMC Baseball Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your host, Sam Menzie, and we have a great show for you today. First topic we'll be going over is the American League games in action from yesterday. After that, we'll be moving into the Oakland A's and their recent winning streak. Then we'll be going over the National League and moving into Shota Imanaga and his recent tear that he has been on with the Chicago Cubs and the great start he has had to his MLB career. Now, before we do all that, I would like to ask you to please like and follow the show. We do get a number of questions from viewers, so to ensure that your question does get read on the air, please use the link gsmcpodcast.net. It really does help the show, and it really does mean a lot, so thank you so much for that. And let's get into the show today. All right, so as I said, we are going to be starting off with the American League games of yesterday and just all the action that came with it. So, yeah, I'm going to get straight into it. So, the first game we have on the agenda is going to be Guardians and Astros. Again, a really exciting series so far. Estevan Florial and the Guardians offense was great yesterday, but they were no match for the Astros as they hit a walk-off. But Guardians looking to get some revenge here. Top of the fifth, Will Brennan would open up the scoring in the game with a solo shot, his fourth of the year, to make it 1-0 Cleveland. And Stephen Kwan with an RBI triple to score Brian Rokicchio to make it 2-0 Cleveland. Bottom of the sixth, Jose Altuve would get a run on the board for Houston, making it 2-1 with an RBI single. And in the bottom of the 10th, Kyle Tucker would hit a solo home run to make it 2-2. Now, scoring will not happen until extra innings now, so two back-to-back games of extra innings for this very exciting series, as the Guardians would end up winning the game with an RBI double by Stephen Kwan to make it 3-2 in the top of the 10th, and the Astros, of course, would not score after that, and they would end up losing this game to Cleveland 3-2. Now, great job by Cleveland. Had a tough loss the last game, so nice job for them to rebound and continue their winning ways of the season. For the Guardians, they did have on the mound Tristan McKenzie, who was phenomenal. 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 run runs, a walk, and 6 strikeouts. Now, McKenzie has been up and down so far. He was a really great pitcher a few years ago, but had some injuries this year and last year and has not been as good. But starts like that remind you of who he could be and just his overall potential. The Astros had on the mound Justin Verlander, who went 7 innings pitched, giving up 6 hits, 2 run runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Now pitching in 3 games since his injury, has a 2.08 ERA, and it's just going back to Justin Verlander. I mean, of course, we've known about his injuries and all that, but he still is Justin Verlander, and he's been having great starts, and he's been doing a great job, and he's been helping the Astros rotation a lot, which has dealt with a lot of injuries, so good for him. Next game we have is going to be Tigers and Cardinals. Scoring would open up for this game in the bottom of the second with a Colt Keith RBI double to make it 1-0 Detroit, scoring Matt Vierling. Going to the bottom of the third now, Matt Vierling would hit a 2-run home run to make it 3-0 Detroit and get them up early, but Wilson Contreras would get a run back for St. Louis as he would make it 3-1 with a solo home run. Bottom of the 8th, Matt Vierling again would come in clutch with a sacrifice fly to make it 4-1 Detroit, and that is how they would end up winning this game. So, really strong ground by Vierling there. It's just a really quality bat and had a good game there for Detroit. Detroit had on the mound Kenta Maeda, who went 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, an earned run, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. Has been up and down since signing with Detroit, but that was a really quality start there. He gets a really quality offense, so good for him, and hopefully Tigers fans will see more of that in the future. For the Cardinals, they have on the mound Miles Mikolas, who went 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts, a 5.68 ERA on the season. Now, not a great start there by Mikolas. It wasn't horrible, 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, but still a 5.68 ERA in the season. Not really what you want. Not exactly what you want to see for a guy like Mikolas for the Cardinals, who rely on their starting pitching so much now. So, yeah, definitely like to see more for that. Next game we have is going to be Twins and White Sox, a continuation of this AL Central series. Scoring would open up in the bottom of the first with a Tommy Pham RBI double to make 1-0 Chicago. I mean, Tommy Pham has just been incredible since coming there. I don't know why he wasn't signed during the offseason, and I think teams are learning to regret that decision now. I think he's a really quality bat, and I, again, just don't know why he was out there for so long. Andrew Vaughn had an RBI single in the same inning to make it 2-0. So, really nice job by Chicago to get up front early. Top of the third, Christian Vasquez would hit an RBI ground out to make it 2-1. And in the bottom of the third, Tommy Pham would hit his first home run as a Chicago White Sox to make it 3-1, getting the runs right back. So, Pham has just been a spark plug for this Chicago team in offense and just doing a great job. Top 5, Alex Kirilloff would hit a solo home run to make it 3-2, his second of the year to get the Twins within run. But Robbie Grossman in the bottom of the 5th would get the run right back for Chicago, hitting an RBI double to make it 4-2. Top of the 6th, Willie Castro would reach on a fielding error by Paul DeJong, which would score Max Kepler and Trevor Larnach to make it 4-4. A critical error by Paul DeJong there in the White Sox to get Minnesota back to tying up the game 4-4. Top of the 7th, Max Kepler would hit an RBI single to take the lead from Minnesota, making it 5-4. A Jose Miranda 2 RBI single would make it 6-4. Corey Lee would hit a solo shot to make it 6-5 to get the White Sox within a run, but the Twins would run away with it after that with a Jose Miranda RBI double to make it 7-5, a Ryan Jeffers RBI double to make it 9-5, and a Willie Castro RBI single to make it 10-5 Minnesota, as they would end up winning this game at that score. So really solid job there. Really nice win for the Twins to be able to come back and win this game. White Sox had on the mound Chris Flexen, who went 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Not the best start, not exactly what you want to see. The Twins had on the mound Bailey Ober, who also just was okay. 6 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Again, nice job going for 6 innings, but not really the earned run amount you want to see. Definitely not great. So the next game we have here is going to be about the Royals and the Blue Jays. So for this, scoring would open up in the top of the 6th with a Bobby Witt Jr. RBI single to make it 1-0 Kansas City. Salvador Perez with an RBI single as well to make it 2-0, and a Michael Massey groundout would make it 3-0. Kansas City all in the top of the 6th. Toronto would get a run back with a Danny Jansen solo home run, his 3rd of the year, but Kansas City would run away with it after that with a Michael Massey 3-run home run, his 2nd of the year, to make it 6-1 Kansas City and end up winning this game for them. So the Royals had on the mound Seth Lugo, who was again phenomenal. Honestly might be an early Cy Young candidate. 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, an earned run, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. Just other than that solo home run to Danny Jansen was absolutely phenomenal and locked down. Blue Jays, they have on the mound Chris Bassett, who went 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. Hasn't had the best season so far, but a start like that is just okay and not too horrible. But Kansas City, man, I mean, their rotation is really, really carrying them. They're a good team, but their rotation is absolutely phenomenal, and I don't think they'll be stopping anytime soon. So definitely watching them. Next game we have is going to be Yankees and Orioles. So for this game, the scoring would open up in the top of the 5th with a Oswaldo Cabrera 2-run home run to make it 2-0 New York. And guess what? That'll be the entire scoring of the game, 2-0 New York. So yeah, pretty unexciting game, but nice win by New York to defeat their division rival Orioles, who, as we've said multiple times now, are kind of on the same level as them. I mean, 20-12 for the Yankees and 19-11 for Baltimore, just a 1-game difference. They're as even as it can get. So, you know, both teams are getting reinforcements. Yankees are getting Cole back in a few months, most likely. Orioles getting Kyle Bradish back soon. So that should be good for both teams, and we'll just see this rivalry grow even more. The Orioles did have on the mound Corbin Burns, who went 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk, and 6 strikeouts. Really, really strong start there. Again, has just been such a great ace. And we talked about Seth Lugo before as a Cy Young candidate. I think Corbin Burns in that conversation as well. Has been a great trade for Baltimore, and it's really solidified that rotation. For the Yankees, they had on the mound Luis Gil, who went 6 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 2 hits, no earned runs, a walk, and 5 strikeouts, 3.19 ERA on the season. He has such great stuff over his career, and when he learns to control his walks like he did in this game, he's going to be a deadly starting pitcher, a guy who's really going to make noise in this league. And yeah, he has been really great for the Yankees so far, a really quality arm, and good job for him. I mean, just was kind of in flux with his career, but figured out what to do to get himself back in there, make himself a real arm in that rotation for the Yankees, and has done just that and has been really, really solid. So props to him. Next game we have is going to be Red Sox and Giants. Scoring for this game would open up in the top of the 3rd with a Tom Murphy solo home run to make it 1-0 San Francisco. Bottom of the 3rd, Rafi Devers would tie it up for Boston, making it 1-1 with an RBI double, and Rob Refsnyder RBI groundout would make it 2-1 Boston. A Mike Yastrzemski RBI single would make it 2-2 San Francisco, hitting that RBI against his grandfather's former team. Of course, Carl, one of the greatest players of all time. Bottom of the 4th, Emmanuel Valdez would hit an RBI double to make it 3-2 Boston, and a Jarren Duran RBI triple would make it 4-2. A Dom Smith RBI single in his first game as a Red Sox would make it 5-2. He did get traded there to Boston. I think it was a nice fill-in for the first base position right now. They haven't had the best production there after Tristan Casas got hurt, so I really like this move. I didn't get a chance to talk about it, but I did enjoy the move, and good job there by getting an RBI in his first game. Bottom of the 7th, Connor Wong was just add-on for the Red Sox in their lead, hitting an RBI double to score Wilyer Abreu to make it 6-2 Boston, and they would end up winning the game there. So quality win by the Red Sox. They had on the mound Cutter Crawford, who was phenomenal. 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, 1.59 ERA in the season. Really, really great start. Really good job. The Giants had on the mound a opener. The opener was Eric Miller, one of their relievers. He went 1 inning pitched, no runs. Mainly really no bulk guys, but the guy who really blew the lead was Dalton Jeffries, who now has a 17.36 ERA in 4 2/3 innings pitched. Not exactly what you're looking for. Mitch White was also more of a bulk guy in this game, going 2 innings, recently acquired by the Giants, so only got 1 run. It's a solid job there, but an opener for the Giants, so not much to talk about for their starting pitching. The last game we are going to be talking about is going to be A's and Pirates. So scoring would open up for this game in the bottom of the 2nd with a Abraham Toro solo home run to make a 1-0 Oakland. Then in the bottom of the 3rd, Tyler Nevin would hit a solo shot himself to make it 2-0. Bottom of the 5th, Abraham Toro would again reach, this time on a fielding error by O'Neal Cruz to make it 3-0, scoring Tyler Nevin. And Cal McCann would hit an RBI single to score Esther Ruiz to make it 4-0 Oakland. McCann has been off to a really hot start with the A's since being called up. Pirates had on the mound Quinn Priester, who went 6 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 3.31 ERA in the season. The A's had on the mound Ross Stripling, who went 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, 4.24 ERA on the season. Now the A's have been doing really well so far. I mean, they're 6-1 in their last 7. They've got a lot going for them right now. A lot of their players are overperforming expectations, doing really well. And it's a good way to go into my next segment, which is about the A's and their surprising season. I mean, as I've said, they've won 6 of their last 7. And yeah, I just thought it was really interesting, and it was something I wanted to talk about. So yeah, we're going into talking about the A's surprising season next, and we'll see you after the break. So thanks, and bye.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord.